Good afternoon and welcome to Carthage Firebirds Women's Soccer, the first home game of the season here at Keller Field in Kenosha. It's a beautiful day for soccer, high 70s here, a little light breeze from the south. Should be a good matchup today between Carthage and the Greenville Panthers. Greenville coming from Greenville, Illinois, so just kind of down by St. Louis that way, and these teams actually have never met before. There's no historical record between these two teams, so we'll see what happens. This will be the first meeting between these two college squads. Carthage is coming back for their first home game of the season. They've played 3 games so far this year, and so far have lost 1 game and drawn 2. Last week they had a 0-0 draw at Beloit, but this is their first home game, so they'll be looking to improve on that record and hopefully get their first win on the season. Greenville, on the other hand, has 1 win out of their 3 games so far. They've also played 3 games. They beat Augustana College out of Illinois, but they are coming off a loss last week to Rose Holman. That was a 3-1 loss. That was an away loss for them. So the two squads, neither one of them has had maybe exactly the start that they wanted, but they're hoping to be able to improve on that today and get a win here at Carthage. Carthage coach Ian Wilson is in his 4th season as head coach of the women's program. Coach Jeff Wardlaw for Greenville is in his 10th season. He's had 3 conference championships during that time. Last season, Carthage was 5-12 on the season, so they'll be looking to improve on that, although they did have a 3-5 record during conference, and they'll take that as something they can build on for this season. Talking to Coach Wilson before the season, they do have a lot of new players this season. A lot of their top players from last season graduated, at least their top 3 scorers from last season. Morgan Verbetten, Malika Bigir-Ndavi, Katie Cochran are gone, and so we'll see some young players, including freshman Ainsley Stallworth, who will get her first start in a Carthage uniform in goal. She has played all the minutes so far for the Carthage team, and this will be her first start here at Keller Field, so we wish her well. The players are lining up in the middle. We'll throw it over the PA announcer for today's introductions.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Keller Field for today's game between the Greenville University Panthers and the Carthage College Firebirds. Let's meet today's starting lineups. First for the visiting Panthers. In goal, number 00, Carly Wagner. At midfield, number 2, Jordan Peebles. On defense, number 3, Sam De La Cruz. At midfield, number 7, Emma Caldwell. At midfield, number 9, Jen De Leon. At midfield, number 12, Kira Coleman. At forward, number 14, Ailey Valenzuela. At midfield, number 16, Vanessa Ramirez. On defense, number 23, Alexis Romeo. On defense, number 26, Mia Long. And on defense, number 27, Nina Torvisco. The Panthers are head coached by Jeff Wardlaw, assisted by Kate Arthur and Richard Houston. And now, the starting lineups for your Carthage Firebirds. In goal, number 1, Ainsley Stallworth. On defense, number 6, Lisa Traxel. On defense, number 7, Zaira Solis. At midfield, number 9, Yuvia Ontiveros. At forward, number 12, Katie Talon. On defense, number 21, Leah Martin. At midfield, number 23, Kenzie Zocher. On defense, number 25, Stephanie Mitchell. At midfield, number 26, Olivia Covelli. At midfield, number 27, Amelia Price. And on defense, number 29, Katie Kramer. The Firebirds are head coached by Ian Wilson, assisted by Megan DeGroot and Alfredo Centeno. Fans, at this time, we ask that you please rise, if you are able, and remove your caps as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
And welcome again to Art Keller Field. The two teams are shaking hands prior to kickoff here, just about to get started on this afternoon's match. Should be a good match today. I think statistically speaking, Carthage maybe has a slight edge, although they have not yet got the first win of the season. They're currently averaging 1 goal scored per game and 1.33 goals against. Greenville, on the other hand, has scored .67 goals per game and 1.67 goals against. So Carthage has scored a little bit more than Greenville and let in a little bit less, although it's a fairly small sample size, obviously, with only 3 games under the belt for each team. Carthage, of course, also coming off 2 draws in a row, including their most recent game at Beloit, where they drew 0-0. Before that, it was a 2-2 draw with Alma on the road, and their first game was that 2-1 loss to Illinois Institute of Technology. Greenville, on the other hand, is coming off a loss, as I mentioned, to Rose-Hulman, 3-1. That one was on the road. They did get their sole win of this season at home against Augustana. That was a 1-0 win, and they also lost at Washington University of St. Louis. That was a 2-0 loss. As we know from the men's side of our draw, Washington University of St. Louis has a very strong program, so that one, I guess, is certainly understandable. As I mentioned, the only freshman so far in Coach Wilson's starting lineup is the goalkeeper. That is Ainsley Stallworth. Ainsley is a freshman who comes to us from Fresno, California, Clovis West High School. So she's, as I mentioned, gotten all of the minutes, starting minutes, and all the playing time so far in the goal for Carthage. So she will be making her debut here on the Carthage home field. Wish her luck today. We'll kind of see here what kind of a lineup Coach Wilson has started with and what his substitution patterns will be. It'll be interesting to see how deep he'll go into his bench and how long he'll leave those starters on the pitch. As I mentioned, it's a little bit of a mix of experienced players and players with a little bit less experience, although there certainly are some seniors on the roster that will be hoping to lead the team. People like Zaira Solis is a senior coming back. Yuvia Antiveros is a senior this year who's gotten quite a bit of playing time in the past. Kenzie Zucker as well, the senior in midfield, as well as many juniors and sophomores. So now we're underway here. And Carthage starts off with kickoff and tries to drop it back behind the Greenville defense, but it does come easily back. Looks like on the front-hand side, that's number 12. As you can see, that's Katie Talons. She seems to be playing kind of on the right-hand side of what looks like kind of a front three. It looks currently like sort of a 4-3-3 kind of a lineup. There's Katie Talons. She's moving up that right-hand side, trying to find a way to get it into the center, which she does. It's held up there. Carthage tries to bring it back and tries to get a shot off, but almost it comes all the way out of the zone. There right in front, that's Yuvia Antiveros trying to turn around her defender, not able to do it. Katie Talons brings it all the way back then. And it's a kind of a long shot That was Zyra Solis, who's playing the right back position today. So we'll start to get these players into the positions where you'd expect to find them. Amelia Price looks like is playing kind of that center forward position. As I mentioned, they're sort of playing three across the front. Back at the back there, that's Katie Kramer. She seems to be one of the central defenders playing on that right-hand side. Carthage tries to play it out from the back, but it does end up going over the end line, so that will be a corner kick early in the game in the first minute and a half here for Greenville. They'll have a corner kick on the near side. So Ainsley Stallworth will have to see some immediate action here in her first home game as a goalkeeper for the Carthage Firebirds. Greenville lines it up. Comes into the deep part of the box. Carthage plays some good defense to get it out of there. It's cycled back in by Greenville, but harmlessly over the end line, and that will be a Carthage goal kick. Trying to again spot some of the players here in the midfield as well as some of the defenders. Looks like Leah Martin is playing in kind of a defensive midfield role. Zyra Solis trying to find Yuvi Antiveros out front. Greenville tries to slide it back through there, but it's picked up by Stallworth. And she'll boot it downfield. Amelia Price there. She's got good height to get on those headers. Yuvi Antiveros puts it through to Katie Talons. The keeper is out of position. Katie Talons from long. It's a goal! Carthage strikes early. A little bit of a miscue at the back for Greenville. Leads to the very early goal for Carthage, not even 3 minutes into the game. So an excellent start. Coach Wilson could not have asked for a better start than that. Some good scrappy offensive play, capitalizing on a Greenville mistake. Katie Talons, that's her second goal of the year. She's leading the team currently with 2 goals and 1 assist. Katie is a junior from Des Plaines, Illinois. That'll be a throw to Carthage, so some good defensive play at the back.
Firebirds goal scored by number 12, Katie Talons. Unassisted.
The goal's unassisted, as you heard from the PA announcer. Looks like a handball there in the middle of the pitch. And Carthage will take a free kick from that position. All the way across here. That's Zyra Solis on the right-hand side. These close numbers obviously a little easier to get. Right through the middle there, that's Olivia Covelli. Olivia's a senior who gets a start in the middle of midfield today. Attempted clearance on that far side. I think that's Lisa Traxel who's playing the left back position, if I'm not mistaken. She makes a good play there. Up the middle, Yuvi Antiveros picks it up there. Played up Leah Martin. Katie Talons with a nice block there to keep the ball in play for Carthage in the offensive zone. The keeper for Greenville, Carly Wagner, is really wandering quite a bit. She's out of her goal again, and it's a shot and another goal! Out of position, Carly Wagner, the goalkeeper, I think. And another goal for Carthage. They pick it up and are able to take advantage of that. I believe that was Kenzie Zoker. But we'll wait to hear the official PA announcement on that. I believe that's who got that goal. So well done, Carthage, up 2-0 already. This is looking like a strong performance from the get-go here. Foul there.
Firebird goal, scored by number 23, Kenzie Zocher.
Zocher, I'm sorry, maybe I mispronounced that. I think I said Zucker all last year, so I apologize if that's the case. Kenzie Zocher getting our first goal of the season, I believe. So congratulations to her. Well played. So with just over 5 minutes played here, Carthage already enjoying a 2-0 advantage. It's got to make them feel pretty confident going forward here. Looking for a strong performance and so far getting it. Coach Wilson has to be very happy about that. Yulia Ontiveros trying to turn it in midfield. It ends up coming right-hand side there. It looks like 21 Leah Martin and 26 Olivia Covelli are kind of sitting as deep midfielders. Yulia Ontiveros seems to be ahead of them in sort of a playmaking role, kind of a number 10 role essentially. Just behind her striker, Amelia Price. So Lisa Traxel on the left-hand side of defense, Zyra Solis on the right-hand side of defense. I believe that would put Leah Martin and, I'm sorry, she's playing in the midfield. Katie Kramer. Perhaps Stephanie Mitchell is the other defender. She was the other starter there. Goes all the way out on the other side. That'll be Lisa Traxel throwing it in. Bit of a battle over there. Greenville comes away with it. Some good defensive play there by Carthage to turn it the other direction, although a bit of a wayward pass there, but it does come all the way through, and Ainsley Stallworth picks it up. So Lise goes back to Katie Kramer. Katie's a junior from St. Joseph, Illinois, there in one of our center back positions. Has to come all the way across here. Katie Talons hustles for it, but is knocked off the ball by the Greenville left back. And Greenville has it at midfield, trying to find a way through that Carthage defense. Nice play there by Leah Martin. Amelia Price tries to get it around the corner there. Kenzie Zucker, who's playing that left-hand wing position. A little danger here. Greenville has the ball in the Carthage box. The Carthage is able to clear it there. There's a shot from range. Amelia Price boots it up for Katie Talons. Katie's got a little run on it here. Can she beat that defender? She doesn't have much. Nobody's with her. She's trying to hold it up. Yulia Ontiveros is trying to make her way up the pitch, trying to get there. Katie's really hustling, trying to get that ball through her defender. Nice play by Yulia Ontiveros in the box. She's right in front. And it's saved by the Greenville keeper. But some real nice hustle in there. Yulia Ontiveros picked it up in the box, beat a defender, got a shot off. Some good offensive play. She's, as I mentioned, playing in that kind of pocket just behind the central striker there. Looks like Coach Wilson is kind of going with two holding midfielders at the back, and Yuvi is kind of roaming that middle of the pitch with the three forward of her. Out of bounds on that far side to Carthage. That'll be a Carthage throw. They've got it at the back, cycling it across. Zyra Solis picks it up, tries to cut it back outside, and it does end up going out of bounds for a Greenville throw in the Carthage offensive or defensive zone, I should say. Carthage trying to play it out of the back here. Nice play, Katie Talons, who's taken up on this near touchline. Leah Martin tries to go up to Amelia Price, but doesn't quite make that connection. There's Kenzie Zocher. So far, Carthage has really maintained pretty strong possession, although they haven't completely dominated possession. Greenville certainly has had the ball on occasion so far, but everything that counts so far has gone Carthage's way. A little bit of a miscue at the back there, but Zyra Solis picks it up calmly and puts it out to the left-hand side to Lisa Traxel, who has a little room to run. He almost gets past her defender, but is fouled there. So she'll have a free kick. Carthage spreading out here in anticipation of this free kick, trying to find another player. And she decides to go all the way across field to Zyra Solis. Zyra tries to go centrally to Amelia Price, but it does get through there. Amelia gets it past her, though. Gets that ball. She has room to shoot. Oh, and just wide. Some good offensive play there by Amelia Price, though, to beat her defender. Get that ball, get past her, and get a shot off. Just wasn't able to quite get that shot on net, but good offensive play there. I think so far with this performance, not only with the goals, which may have been due to some defensive miscues from Greenville, but Carthage has nonetheless taken those opportunities and put them in the back of the net, which is the important thing, of course, especially early in the game like this, to try to take a little pressure off. There's a ball across the middle. Good defensive play there. That's Katie Kramer at the back. She's on the right-hand side of that defensive pairing. And Stephanie Mitchell, as I mentioned, is on the other side there. She's the left center back. Solis, Katie Talons. Amelia Price steps over and gets that ball. Yuvian DeVeros made a little run, but she wasn't found. Zyra Solis makes a little move, and that ball goes out to Greenville. That'll be a throw for Greenville. No substitutions yet for Coach Wilson. We'll see how deep he's going to go into his bench. Not sure yet kind of what the substitution patterns will be, how they'll be established. Not having seen a home game yet, we're not sure exactly how that'll work. And I'm sure Coach is trying to figure out himself with quite a few younger players. As you mentioned, a lot of these players have played at Carthage in the past. In fact, all of them except for the keeper. Here comes Katie Callens down that right-hand side again. She gets it into the middle. It's loose. And Amelia Price almost was able to kind of backheel it into the path of a couple of on-rushing Carthage players, including Kenzie Zocher. Up into the center. Nice play there by Olivia Covelli. And her co-defensive midfielder there, Leah Martin, takes it upfield, although it does then picked up by Greenville. Greenville center forward has it, but it's pretty isolated there. A good battle in midfield. The referee's happy, no foul. Now Greenville has a few more players forward, and they'll look to work it around that central area. Again, a shot from long, but Leah Martin with a nice block there. They were appealing for handball, but didn't get it. Seemed like her hand was in a natural position or was pretty close to her body. Zyra Solis goes over her head. Hard to see the numbers on these players. Kira Coleman, that is, on the left-hand side there. Kira Coleman all the way down. Chases it, not able to get to it before it does run over the touchline, so that'll be a Carthage free kick. The Greenville uniforms are cool. They've got some stripes on them, but their numbers are a little bit hard to read from this distance. You can see those numbers, but they are a little bit difficult to make out. do the best we can up here. It's in that deep corner again, this on the near side. Greenville gets a little run at it, and Ainsley Stallworth makes her first save of the game at her near post. She gets down on it nicely, makes a good save. Amelia Price there. She turns it. Katie Talons makes a nice little run there. She can beat her defender. Oh, and a little bit outpaced there by the Greenville defender, who's able to get to that ball and stop Katie before she's able to get a run on goal. But Carthage is playing well, kind of using Amelia Price as a pivot there in the center and playing off of her. Katie Talons getting some runs. Kenzie Zocher getting some runs as well. So Carthage is looking good going forward in the early stages here, as I guess the 2 goals obviously indicate. So we've just passed the 30-minute mark. Just a third of the way through the first half here at Art Keller Field, and Carthage already with a 2-0 lead. Greenville trying to get something going forward, but Carthage defense is there to answer. Nice play out to the side there. Lisa Traxel with that pass out to Zocher. She loses it there, though. Ontiveros battling in it with it. Yuvia's looking good early in the season. She's hustling, getting some good positions there in midfield. She's part of the leadership team, as far as I understand, with this Carthage squad. Yuvia is a senior from Aurora, Illinois. But Carthage seems well organized here in the early part of the game. They seem to know what they're doing, both going forward as well as defensively. That's a good sign early in the season. Olivia Covelli goes wide. Lisa Traxel picks it up there. Little run, moves interior, tries to cross it. Katie Talons, who's making a little diagonal run. Zaira Solis was quite a ways back, but Talons finds her. She tries to go centrally. Amelia Price is there, and it's fumbled again. But Price couldn't quite pick that up. Carly Wagner, the goalkeeper, who's a junior for Greenville, has had a tough first 20 minutes of this game. Dropped a couple of crosses and was a little bit out of position for a couple of those early goals, I would say. But it is early in the season, and obviously these teams are both still trying to figure it out a bit. Kenzie Zocher, hard shot against the defender there. Carthage is having a pretty easy time of breaking that defensive line of Greenville. They have gotten in behind there several times already, and they've looked threatening really throughout the game. That kick from the keeper breaks the midfield line at least, but the defense is there. Katie Talons picks it up and holds it up. She goes down, but not really under much pressure, so there's no foul there. Goes wide here. Solis playing defense, and she does effectively knock that ball out of bounds. So there'll be a substitution here for Greenville. On that far side, don't quite have the numbers on that. We'll try to get those as they come in. Carthage yet to make a substitution in this game. A shot from distance, and it goes wide of the net. So Greenville with, I think, their maybe second shot of the game. But this one not on goal. It does go quite a ways wide. It's fairly comfortable for Stallworth at the back. Traxel to Martin. Tries to find Price. Out of bounds. That'll be a Carthage throw. Carthage just has some players over there you can see warming up in the background, so you'd expect in the relatively near future to see a substitution or two from the Firebirds. And there's a foul on that end, right in front of the Carthage bench. Carthage players reacting to the foul there, and the referee obliging and calling the infraction. Free kick on that far side. Looks like Lisa Traxel's the one lining that up. Carthage looks like preparing their first sub. They've got a player waiting there on the touchline, waiting to come in. Tavares loses it, but goes back hustling after it. Olivia Covelli goes after it. It's Greenville tries to get it into the box, tries to cross it, but it does go high and over the net. And it looks like Carthage will be making their first substitution. That's Amelia Price coming out, the center forward. Let's see who's come in there as soon as we can get a number on it. That's number 10. That's Jessica Bamer. Jessica has a goal and an assist this year. She's a freshman from Schaumburg, Illinois, so Jessica also making her first appearance here at Art Keller Field for the Firebirds, and good luck to her, and hopefully she'll have many successful games on this pitch over the next 4 years. She's in that center forward position where Amelia Price had been playing, so like for like substitution, no noticeable change in formation there. Greenville getting a little bit more possession now on the ball. And there goes Jessica Bamer. She's after that ball. Jessica's from Schaumburg, Illinois. And that will be a Greenville throw on that far side. So we're just about at the halfway point here, just coming up on 22 and a half minutes left to go in this first half. It's been a happy one so far for the Carthage Firebirds. 2 goals early on in the first 10 minutes or so has seen them to this 2-0 lead. And fair dominance so far. There's a shot, but again from outside the box. So really most of the Greenville action on the offensive end has come from further out. Nothing that's gotten too dangerous in the box, so kudos to the Carthage defense for keeping them out of that danger area, making them shoot from distance. Nice hustle there by Leah Martin to force Greenville into taking that ball all the way back into their zone. And here's another substitution coming on. I believe that is Leah Martin going off, and I believe that's Jenny Garcia coming on. Looks like Jenny. Jenny Garcia, many of you will know. She's a senior from Aurora, Illinois. Oh, bad pass, bad back pass. Oh, Jessica Bamer. She picked up that bad back pass and was able to get a shot off. And we'll take a timeout here. It looks like the goalkeeper needs to tie her shoe. I think that's what's happening here. She can't tie those shoes with those goalkeeper gloves on. So the referee takes a timeout to allow her to tie up those shoes. So we've seen our first 2 substitutions, one coming in the center forward position, Jessica Bamer coming in, and one, as I mentioned, in deep lying midfield, Jenny Garcia coming in for Leah Martin. Katie Towns makes a nice play there. She finds Bamer, back to Yuvian Taveros, but it is broken up there. Nice to play there by the Greenville player. I believe that's put centrally. Yuvian Taveros is there, though. She tries to go upfield to Katie Talons. Katie gets knocked from behind there, and that'll be a free kick to Carthage, and that'll get them up the field. Stephanie Mitchell, I believe, is behind that. Oh, I'm sorry, that was Katie Kramer that took that free kick. Far side, Kenzie Zocher trying to turn it upfield, but it gets through her legs and out of bounds. Throw into Greenville. 20 minutes to go now in the first half. Carthage is showing some good pressure on the ball and some good hustle, both ends of the pitch. Nice little turn there by the Greenville defender. Midfielder, I should say. Goes deep into the far corner. And Stephanie Mitchell just decides to clear her lines there. So Greenville will have a throw. Try to go into the box, and Ainsley Stallsworth comes out and takes that easily. She's got a good punt, it looks like to me, just from seeing a first initial few. Kick that ball very well downfield, so that'll be a good weapon for Carthage to capitalize, hopefully, during this season and during her career at Carthage. Zyra Solis is beaten there. That's Kira Coleman again, who has had some luck down that left-hand side. She gets another shot off that left foot, but Stallworth in the right place at the right time there. Had a couple of shots on net from that side, but nothing too dangerous so far. She goes long downfield again. That seems to be the strategy, kind of trying to find that striker and move the ball upfield that way. So Lise at the back puts the ball, bounces around a little bit. Both sides getting a touch on it. And here comes Kira Coleman again. She tries to go inside this time. Jenny Garcia is there. She finds Katie Talons with a nice pass. Yuvian Taveros making a run across the middle, but it is cut out there. And Greenville picks it up at midfield currently and trying to drop it into that deep far corner. It rolls over the end line, and that'll be a goal kick for Carthage. So Greenville's had a little bit of luck down this left-hand side, but Carthage has been able to keep Greenville wide enough so far that their shots have not been too dangerous. Nice play there by Traxel. Good sliding tackle. No foul there called by the referee. Does go out of bounds to Greenville. They're looking for a ball. Here's one coming from the end line. Oh, and the referee signals for a foul throw. So that'll be a change of possession. Carthage making another substitution here. Looks like number 26, that's Olivia Covelli, one of the holding midfielders that's going off. And I believe number 16, Kate Sumner, has come on. Kate is a sophomore from Yuma, Arizona, from far afield. Jenny Garcia with a nice interception there. So Coach Wilson has now replaced both of his holding midfielders. And now Kate Sumner is in there, as well as Jenny Garcia. Jenny Garcia is one of the returning goal scorers for Carthage. She had a goal last season. Yuvianta Veros had one last season, and Amelia Price had 2 goals last year. But those are the only returning goals on this roster, so only 4 goals from last season. So we're already looking at players who are doubling their totals, their career totals. Not a lot of goal scorers returning this season. That one goes over the end line. That'll be a goal kick again for Carthage. The leading goal scorer returning for Greenville is Jen DeLeon. She has goals already this season and was 2 goals already this season. She's a senior from Novato, California. Carthage trying to find something up that left hand, the far touchline, I should say. Looks like they're preparing another substitution. We've got another sub at the midfield line looking to come into the game. Nice defense there. That was Stephanie Mitchell, I believe. Zaira Solis sniffs that one out. Jenny Garcia plays it nicely out to Zaira Solis, who makes a nice turn to get it back. Nice interchange there. Katie Talons along the sideline. Really nice play there. Kate Sumner now. Back to Talons. She can't quite reach it, but a really nice interchange there coming up this right-hand side. Looks like Carthage will make another substitution. See who's coming off. It looks like number 7, Zaira Solis, is going off. And replacing her, see here in just a moment. Looks like Lisa Traxel has now come over to this right-hand side. Not sure who the left back is currently. We'll see once they kind of get in position. So Lisa Traxel has switched sides, and number 4, that's Sarah Fitzgibbon, has come in. And Sarah, it looks like, will be playing at the left back position. I think Sarah played mostly last year in kind of a center back position, so it looks like she's going to get some time at left back. And here's Lisa Traxel, who was playing over on that left-hand side, now has shifted over to this right-hand side. And she'll play in the right back position, where Zaira Solis just went off. So a little bit of positional flexibility there. Sarah Fitzgibbon, she's a 5'9" junior from Lombard, Illinois. Carthage making some nice connections, passing there. Jessica Bamer has something to chase there. Tried to get on that ball, but couldn't quite. She goes back after it again, showing some good hustle. There's a foul on that far side. That's Sarah Fitzgibbon, who was fouled. Made a good play there, getting in a good position to nice cross there to Traxel. She circles around and tries to go up the line, but it does go out of bounds. And that'll be a Greenville throw right in front of us here. Kate Sumner there to Traxel, back to Jenny Garcia, who Coach Wilson and I have talked about this. Jenny Garcia has a real good soccer IQ. She's a good player, good skills, and she's a good player to have on the field, that she really knows her position and is able to help out other players as well. Kind of players every team needs on the pitch. Another substitution coming. Looks like Kenzie Zocher is going to get a little rest here. She's been on for the whole first half so far. And it looks like Jessica Bamer will move out to the left-hand side, and 33, that's Olivia Crane, will slide into that center forward position. Olivia is a sophomore from Bartlett. Seeing her first action, there she is on the ball now. Makes a nice hold-up play there. And here's Jessica Bamer. Katie Tallons is ahead of her on that right-hand side on the far post. Jessica's trying to get through there, but loses out to the Greenville defender. Jenny Garcia intercepts it, though, and keeps it in the Carthage zone. Tries to go wide there, but Katie Tallons had already moved in field there. Katie has played the whole first half so far. She's looking a little bit winded, maybe, early in the season. It's hard to get that fitness. She's played very well. She got that first goal, of course, and has taken up some really nice positions on this right-hand side. Can she get to that ball? Not quite. Just goes past her slightly. But Carthage is looking good, moving the ball forward and finding those wings, and alternatively finding that center forward and running the wings off that center forward. So we await a substitution here from Greenville with just under 10 minutes left in this first half now. 9 minutes and 15 seconds to go here in this first half. Kate Sumner, nice defensive play there in the offensive zone. Looks like Lisa Traxel will take this throw in. She gets the return there, but it's a difficult one to handle. Olivia Crane tried to go right back to Liesland. Just a little too hot to handle. Another substitution for Greenville, but Carthage will stand pat. Oh, ball was in play there while they were still making the substitution. A little miscommunication among the officials and the players on the field. And there's the officials' referee's whistle, and we're back to action now. Jenny Garcia gets in the way a bit there, knocks it out of bounds, so that'll be a throw in for Greenville. Garcia goes back nicely. Stephanie Mitchell goes all the way back to Ainsley Stallworth. Finds Katie Kramer. Nice play there. Nice layoff. Yuvian Tavares trying to get to it. She's also played the first 38 minutes. Nice play there. Katie Kramer with uses her body to get past the Greenville striker. Coach Wilson, you can hear him asking for a little bit of offensive pressure there. Comes all the way through. Carthage plays it back. The two teams trade possession. Katie Kramer eventually gets it out to Sarah Fitzgibbon, who's in that left back position. She makes a nice long pass. Jessica Bamer tries to turn her defender, not able to. Greenville gets it back. There goes Centrally. They've got a few players up there now. Try to go through there. Stallworth is again alert to the danger, and she easily picks it up. In fact, she hasn't yet picked it up, but now she has. Giving her defense a moment to rest and reset, and she'll boot it upfield again. Again, a nice, long, and accurate kick that time. Olivia Crane tried to get a hold of it, couldn't quite. Jessica Bamer now. Yuvian Tavares back to Bamer. Greenville trying to switch it out to that right-hand side, which they do. Sarah Fitzgibbon drops. And is able to get in the way there and knock that ball out of bounds for a Greenville throw. Carthage will be able to reset their defense here a little bit. Greenville has a throw on the far side. Comes all the way through. Bounces around in there. Lisa Traxel eventually ends up with it. She plays it up to UV Ontiveros, who makes a really nice turn around her defender. Traxel to Garcia. Made herself available in there. And Greenville gets the ball back. Fitzgibbon trying to defend there. Garcia comes over and gives her a hand. Or a foot, I guess, as the case may be. Comes out on this near side. There'll be a one-on-one duel here. Lisa Traxel. Greenville does get around. She gets back into position, though, and makes a nice defensive play. Knock that ball out of bounds. So some good hustle there from Lisa Traxel. She's played on both the left and right-hand sides of defense and is currently in that right back position. And playing it well. She gets in there and gets the ball knocked out of bounds, upfield a bit. That'd be a bit of a sore one. It looks like she got a Greenville player on the follow-through. That'll be a Greenville throw, and it looks like we've got another substitution here. UV Ontiveros getting a break. She's played that whole first half, 40 minutes plus. And I'll get you the substitution number as soon as I can see it. That is number 2, Bella Sanchez Flores, who's getting her first action. She's a freshman from Racine St. Catharines. So Bella is getting her first taste of soccer here on the Art Keller Field pitch. Bella Sanchez Flores, as I mentioned, the freshman from Racine. So she presumably will be playing in that same position where UV Ontiveros played, kind of in the center attacking midfield role. Looks like that's about where she's lined up. Carthage trying to keep it in bounds there, but it does go out, and that'll be another Greenville throw. Greenville's had a little bit more possession in the second part of the first half, but really has not threatened much. A couple of shots on goal, nothing that's really challenged Ainsley Stallworth so much so far. The defense has, for the most part, kept them into positions where they're not getting great shots, which is great. Near side, Greenville again, trying to find some joy at that left-hand side. Good hustle back there by Katie Kramer. That defensive pairing, Katie Kramer, Stephanie Mitchell, has looked strong throughout this first half, as well as the various people playing back. Zyra Solis has looked good. Lisa Traxel playing on both sides has looked good, and Sarah Fitzgibbon, who came in, has also had a strong half. So the Carthage defense looking strong early in the season, and those couple of goals early on giving Carthage the breathing room and the confidence, hopefully, to get their first win of the season here at home. Jessica Bamer picks it up there. She's got a little room to run here. Going down that left-hand side. She brings it into the middle. Bella Sanchez Flores goes back to her. Oh, but an offside call. She'd gotten just a step behind the defense, I think. Bamer made a nice pass back into the midfield. Bella Sanchez Flores tried to sneak a little through ball for her there, but it did end up with an offside. Just a minute and a half to go here now. Can Carthage fashion one more pass, one more chance, I'm sorry, almost. Another offside call. And a B in the booth. Okay, it's gone. All right. Counting down on a minute to go. Carthage was trying to string together one more chance there in the last part of the half. Greenville will now probably try to do the same. It looks like they're lining up a long kick. 1 minute to go. They go deep downfield. Greenville has it at the edge of the box here, trying to fashion one more chance. Carthage boots it clear. Wisely gets it downfield. Katie Talons gives a little chase there. Lisa Traxel with a nice little play to get around her defender, but then loses it, but gets it back. Trying to go upfield here. Olivia Crane will chase that. Comes all the way back. Jenny Garcia picks it up just about at midfield. Just over 10 seconds to go. Carthage just looking not to make a mistake here. And it goes wide side. So a real good half of football for Carthage in the first half here of the season at Art Keller Field. 2 early goals. He's the Carthage College Firebirds up 2-0 on the Greenville Panthers. We'll be back after halftime break from Art Keller Field in Kenosha.
And we'd like to remind all fans that
And welcome back to Art Keller Field in Kenosha, Wisconsin for the second half of the game between the Carthage Firebirds women's soccer team and the Greenville College squad, the Panthers. So far we have a 2-0 game. Carthage scoring 2 early goals in this one. First goal by Katie Talons, her second of the season at 2:51 of the game. And Kenzie Zocher scored her first goal of the season. That was at 4 minutes and 50 seconds gone. So in the first 5 minutes, Carthage got 2 goals and didn't see another goal until halftime. Possession statistics came back from the first half, and Greenville had a slight advantage, 51% to 49% in possession. Carthage had the slight edge in shots, 7 shots to 5 for Greenville. Ainsley Stallworth, the freshman keeper for Carthage, played all 45 minutes of that first half. She had 3 saves. Carly Wagner, the keeper for Greenville, also with 3 saves, although, of course, the 2 goals. The first 5 minutes, she had some miscues there on the defensive end, and Carthage was able to take advantage of those. Carthage looking good so far in this first half. Coach Wilson went about 6 subs deep in that first half, sticking basically with the back line, with the exception of Lisa Traxel, who moved across, and Sarah Fitzgibbon came in, but mostly that back line stayed in the whole game. He did substitute out, though, the midfield players as well as the forward players, but it looks like at half he's gone back to the original starting lineup. From what I can see so far, it looks like the original starting 11 is back on the pitch. As I mentioned at the outset, it's a great day for soccer. Beautiful day out here, high 70s along Lake Michigan, which is just behind us here from our camera position. Nice little breeze coming out of the south. A little bit cooler here than at my house in Milwaukee, where I'm from. A little bit warmer there, a little less breeze. Amelia Price makes a nice play to get through there. She's got an opening. She's all the way through. She takes a shot. It's saved. Really good hustle there by Amelia Price. She got around her defender and carried it all the way down to just about 10 yards outside of the goal. Made a shot, but Carly Wagner, the Greenville keeper, was able to get a foot out and keep that from being another early in the clock goal for Carthage. Katie Talons is out on that far side. She's able to keep it in there. And she takes a run at her defender, trying to get around, but it does eventually go out of bounds, and that'll be a free kick to Greenville. So Carthage already getting a good opportunity here in the first half, not even 2 minutes in. I'm sure Coach Wilson would have been happy with his team at the half. Not doing everything perfectly, but certainly a good start to the game and taking advantage of those opportunities and then holding on, playing solid defense, getting a few chances going forward. That's really all you can ask for. Play there, out of bounds, off of Zaira Solis, who's playing that right back again, the starting right back. And it will be a corner kick for Greenville. Greenville had the only corner in that first half. Carthage did not have a corner kick, but Greenville did have one corner kick fairly early in the game. And they'll have another one here. Goes into the box, but doesn't quite make it to the box actually. It goes out of bounds harmlessly, so Ainsley Stallworth lines up a goal kick. Two defenders stay with her there, so unclear if she'll play it out of the back, but she decides to go over the top, trying to find Kenzie Zocher over here on the left-hand side at the left wing position. Lisa Traxel there. She gets it through to Price. Price to Zocher. She plays it nicely back and to possession. Yuvia Ontiveros again in that attacking midfield. Leah Martin loses out on it there, and here comes Greenville. They go through. That's an offside. Their attacker got in behind that second to last defender, and as all good soccer fans know, that's a sure offside. Wants Stallworth to move it over a bit and back. Now he's happy with that position, so they do take it short. Through the center, Leah Martin. Katie Kramer. Nice interchange there. Zaira Solis tried to pick that up in stride, but it does go out of bounds. Greenville picks it up. Plays it across. Carthage looking for that defensive shape. A shot from long distance, and Stallworth is in the right position and takes it easily. She's looked confident so far in her debut here at Art Keller Field. She's had a good game and a clean sheet thus far. She's coming off a clean sheet at Beloit last week. Unfortunately, Carthage could not get a goal on the other end, so ended in a 0-0 draw. Into the center there. Stephanie Mitchell is there and clears it. Finds Katie Talons, who finds Amelia Price with a nice pass. She makes a move around there and is knocked down. Looks like she might be injured. She stayed on the pitch. She was fouled, and there'll be a referee's timeout here to make sure that she is okay. Training staff has come out to see her. Amelia is a sophomore from Oak Forest, Illinois. She's playing in her second season at Carthage. She was originally listed, I think, as a defender, but now is listed as a midfielder, but certainly playing as a central striker. So the Carthage women, as I mentioned, this is their first home game of the season here at Art Keller Field. But they do have a few more home games coming up. Their next game, in fact, will be here at home on Wednesday night this week. They're home to UW Stevens Point. The Pointers will come to town on Wednesday night. After that, then, they'll head to Luther College in Iowa. That's where they'll be next Saturday for a 5:30 contest with Luther. Their first CCIW game is coming up as well. On the 24th of this month, they'll start their CCIW season against Illinois Wesleyan on the 24th. Amelia Price is up and off under her own power, which is encouraging. And so Coach Wilson will make a substitution. It looks like Jessica Bamer, who came in that first half in that central striker position, will now come in that position again in the second half due to the injury to Amelia Price, who's now on the trainer's table over there, getting some treatment. Jessica Bamer had 23 minutes in the first half, so she played basically half of the first half. She had one shot on goal in that 23 minutes of action. Far side here, Lisa Traxel now. Kenzie Zocher, one of the goal scorers from the first half, getting her first goal of the season. Lisa Traxel takes it up this left-hand side, tries to cut it in, but she is taken off the ball there. But it goes out of bounds to Carthage. Nice hustle there by Yuvia Ontiveros. And Lisa Traxel back in that left back position again is going to be taking that throw. She tries to go centrally to Jessica Bamer. Put back in by Stephanie Mitchell, excuse me. Katie Talons goes back to Zaira Solis. Oh, and there's a foul. Jessica Bamer with some good hustle, gets around her defender and is tripped in the process, so it looks like a free kick is being lined up here. That's number 23, Kenzie Zocher, who's over it. See if she goes into the box here. Carthage has 5 players in the box. Zocher, the shot. Oh, that's from distance. It's a good 40 yards out or so, and she took a crack at it and just went right over the net into the top portion of the net, over the crossbar. But a good strong shot from there. Carthage now hustles back to try to get in position. Greenville tries to go over the top, but Ainsley Stallworth easily picks that ball up. Greenville has not had a lot of threat going forward. Well, they did have 3 shots on goal in the first half. I'm sorry, 5 shots total, 3 shots on goal. Made 3 saves, was forced into 3 saves. Katie Talons on that far side makes a move around, gets around her defender, but isn't able to find another Carthage teammate. Up the other end, a little bit of a chase there, but nice play there by Katie Kramer. Katie's able to get all the way across and knock that ball out of bounds. Katie is a junior from St. Joseph, Illinois, St. Joseph Ogden High School. Greenville looking for some space, and another shot on goal, and another save for Ainsley Stallworth. She's been in the right position. She seems to have good positioning and always seems to be where she needs to be for those balls that are coming in. And had a real tough game, but she has done what she's needed to do. Jessica Bamer makes a run in behind, but she was just a few steps offside there. Just got a little bit ahead of the defense, and the referee's assistant on the far side raises his flag for offside. So we're about 10 minutes into the second half. Greenville's had a couple of shots on net, but nothing too threatening. Carthage had a real good early chance through Amelia Price, who's since gone off with some kind of injury, though it looks like she's already back on the bench, so that's a good sign. It must not be anything too serious. We'll hope not. Greenville gets a little run down that side, but Katie Kramer is right in the right position there. She saw that one coming and was able to play it easily. Nice pass out here. It's Kenzie Zocher. Jessica Bamer holds up her run. Kenzie tries to go wide. Just a little bit too much on it. Katie Talons had some space out there, but Kenzie wasn't able to find her with that pass. Just goes a little bit long and goes all the way over to the end line for another goal kick for Greenville. Carthage almost gets a hold of that goal kick, but it does make it through. Trying to kind of go long and over the Carthage defense, it seems here. Stallworth, though, is there. She boots it long. Carthage with some nice defensive pressure there. Really 3 players on the Greenville midfielder coming through. Coming at that left-hand side again. Challenging Zyra Solis. She makes a nice defensive play there. Try to return it to her, but that ball goes out of bounds, so that'll be a Carthage throw. Deep in their own zone in the corner. Zyra Solis takes it back there, trying to make the referee happy, getting deep enough. He wants her to go deeper still. She's all the way back in that corner now. See how Carthage is able to work it out of this position. Greenville picks it up there. Carthage boots it free. It's loose and bouncing around in there. Yuvi Ontiveros tries to get on it. Jessica Bamer does. Goes to Ontiveros. She makes a nice play there to get that ball back. Good hustle by her, and she fashions an out of bounds for Carthage. So some good hustle there by Yuvi Ontiveros. Lisa Traxel with a throw to Jess Bamer. Tries to get it up the line there, wasn't able to. Greenville will have the throw. Referee asks her to step back a few paces, and he's happy with her position there. Nice defensive play in there. It's Olivia Cavelli. Out of bounds to Carthage again. Lisa Traxel finds Jessica Bamer. It comes all the way through, but Stallworth is there. She looks upfield. Katie Talons trying to get on the end of this one. Leah Martin has possession. And Zyra Solis. It goes all the way out of bounds, just about midfield. Solis throws it in quickly. Katie Talons try to work it there. It does come clear to Greenville. Trying to go over that, down that left-hand side. Trying to get that ball before it goes out of bounds, but it does go out of bounds. And that will be a throw. Looks like Carthage is looking to make a substitution here. Katie Talons, it looks like, will get a break. Jessica Bamer has gone off to that right-hand side. And it looks like Olivia Crane has come in again as a center forward. Shot! Oh, and a goal! Way out there. Did not see that one coming. Just was lofted in from about 20 yards out, 25 yards out. Just one that the keeper was not able to get to, so we have a 2-1 game on a long and unexpected Greenville goal. So we've got 30 minutes to play in this one. Carthage now leading 2-1. Carthage will try to turn this around now, try to either get another insurance goal or at least try to keep Greenville off the scoreboard from here.
Scored by number 9, Jen DeLeon.
And that goal was scored by Jen DeLeon, their leading goal scorer, the senior from Nevada, California. There's Yuvi Ontiveros. Trying to find Jessica Bamer out there, but she wasn't quite wide enough. You could hear the coach yelling for her to go a bit wider. Out of bounds there, trying to work it up that right-hand sideline. Bamer makes a nice play there into the midfield. There's Olivia Crane trying to hold it up there. Comes back to Greenville. Good defensive play there again by Olivia Cavelli. She and Leah Martin are again in that defensive midfield 2. Comes across here. Olivia Cavelli tries to work it up. Kenzie Zocher picks it up there. Loses it going through midfield. Nice play by Cavelli again. She goes wide. Jessica Bamer is there. She's got a good run on it. She shot and save. Really good play by Carthage to get that shot on goal. Jessica Bamer steaming down that right-hand side. Got that shot off, but it was saved by the Greenville keeper, Carly Wagner. Looks like another substitution here. Olivia Cavelli coming off and Jenny Garcia coming back on. Jenny had a good steadying presence in the first half. Hopefully that's what she can provide for Carthage again here in half number 2. So a Carthage corner kick, their first of the game. And it's there, and a goal! I believe that was Jessica Bamer, number 10. Really took up a nice position in the box and gets the goal. Congratulations to Jessica. She's a freshman from Schaumburg. That's her second goal of the season. Her first goal of the afternoon. So Carthage with an insurance goal, now up 3-1. Their first corner kick results in their first goal. A real nice corner kick there. Sees Carthage up 3-1. Answered the Greenville goal fairly quickly there. First opportunity. Got a nice shot by Jessica Bamer, and then she was on the end of that corner kick for the goal as well. So congratulations to her. Well done.
Firebird goal scored by number 10, Jess Beamer. Assisted by number 6, Lisa Traxel.
Lisa Traxel with the assist there. Jenny Garcia tries to go over the top. I think I mispronounced Bamer too. I think it's Beamer. I apologize for that. Get that right going forward. Kenzie Zocher. Yuvi Ontiveros with a nice little play, trying to get through there. Some fancy footwork, didn't quite get through. And that'll go out of bounds to Greenville. Lisa Traxel's there. Out of bounds there on the far side, and that'll be a Carthage throw. So Jess Beamer getting her second goal of the season. Katie Talons also with her second goal of the season earlier in this game. Kenzie Zocher with her first. Here's Kenzie with the ball now, trying to work her way up the left-hand side. Takes a shot from distance. It bounces twice and scooped up by Carly Wagner, the keeper on the other end. She boots it deep. Kenzie Zocher. Yuvian Taveros tries to go back. Zocher with a little run at it. Traxel makes a nice play defensively to get that ball back, but it does go out of bounds, and Greenville will have the throw. Substitution here for Greenville. Again, I apologize for not being able to see those numbers. They're just very, very difficult to read. Talk to the athletic communication staff at halftime. They're also having a hard time reading those numbers. For statistical purposes. Kenzie Zocher goes long. Jess Beamer again. She's been forcing a lot of action on the offensive end. Greenville goes long here. Looked like she may have been offsides, but maybe it came from her own end. No foul there. The referee was right on top of it, took up a good position. The Greenville player did go down in the penalty area, but judged that she fell rather than was pushed. The referee was within 10 yards of the call, so signaled immediately that there was no foul. Carthage set up defensively now to try to... There's a shot from Greenville, but it does go wide, comfortably wide. They play it short quickly. Dangerous pass in front there. Stephanie Mitchell tries to go across to her partner. It gets a little bit past her. Zyra Solis picks it up, though. Solis trying to force it upfield there, not able to do so. But it comes back. Jess Beamer turns it upfield again. And now it's deep in the far corner. Carthage able to force it back out. There's Jenny Garcia. Some good defensive hustle. Looked like maybe she was fouled. She was appealing for one, certainly, but didn't get it. And it looks like another substitution for Greenville. Carthage preparing an just a substitution. I guess they're going to let this one on. I think it's Sarah Fitzgibbon that's coming on again. Sarah moves over to left back. Lisa Traxel, the left back, moves over to right back. This is a formation we saw at the back in the first half as well. Fitzgibbon, as I mentioned, has that experience as a central defender as well as now playing in a fullback position. Here she is with a nice header. Doesn't quite get all the way through to Yuvia Taveros. Kenzie Zocher is giving some chase there. Yuvia with some defensive work. Leah Martin with a good play defensively. Nice play there. Jenny Garcia was able to get past her defender. It looks like we do have an injury now, though. Not sure what happened there.
Guard you, Jenny. She can't guard you.
And this training staff is coming out on the field just to attend to the Greenville player who's down. So Carthage is going to go over to the bench and talk with Coach Wilson since they have this little break here. Carthage, as I mentioned, will be home to University of Wisconsin-Stevens Point on Wednesday when the Pointers come to town. Next week, Saturday, they'll be on the road against Luther again, and then they come home for a couple of games. They'll play University of Wisconsin-Whitewater on September the 21st. Saturday the 24th, they'll be at home in their CCIW opener to Illinois Wesleyan, and October 1st, they'll be at home to Augustana College of Illinois, another CCIW contest. So they'll be home for 4 of their next 5. They've been on the road for their opening 3 games of the season, so I'm sure they'll be happy to be back here in Kenosha, with that one exception of the trip to Luther next weekend in Decorah, Iowa. Gotta be a little bus trip, I would imagine, to get down to Decorah. And we're back underway. 21 minutes to go here in the second half at Art Keller Field in Kenosha. Carthage ahead 3-1 on the back of 2 first-half goals in the first 5 minutes. And then another second-half goal here by Jessica Bamer. Her second goal of the season for the freshman. Nice for Coach Wilson to be getting some production from a freshman. First-year students, of course, don't often get a lot of playing time, but Jess Bamer is making the most of her playing time so far with those 2 goals on the year. Jess, as I mentioned, is from Schaumburg, Illinois, Schaumburg High School, and making a splash early on in her Carthage career, showing her goal-scoring potential. It goes all the way through. Carthage clears it out of bounds. Leah Martin looks like she's maybe get picked up a little bit of a knock, but she's up and walking it off. Here comes Greenville under pressure. Kenzie Zocher tries to go through. Olivia Crane up there chasing it at the center forward position. Jenny Garcia has gotten pretty far forward here. Here's Jess Bamer. She tries to turn it back the other direction. She beats that defender. Oh, and the other defender just got back in time. Made a nice little run on it there. She's got speed. Something that Carthage needed, certainly, especially with Morgan Verbaten leaving last year. She was certainly one of the faster players on the field each and every game. And Carthage's leading scorer for the last several years is now graduated. So Carthage needed both some speed and some goal scoring, and it looks like Jess Bamer, among others, will be able to provide that for the Firebirds this season. Greenville trying to work it around. Kenzie Zocher is knocked over there. She's got an injury on the field. The trainer is coming over to look into that injury. I think she maybe twisted a knee or an ankle potentially. They're going to give her some space there to see what happened there. Coach Wilson coming over as well. And the team is headed over to the bench. And we'll take a short break here as well. And we'll be back just as soon as we get play back underway. And we're back here at Art Keller Field, just about to get back underway. Injury time out there. Kenzie Zocher looked like some kind of a leg injury of some kind, possibly. She's being attended to by the athletic training staff. And we're ready to start this game back up with just under 20 minutes to go, 18 minutes and a half left in the second half. 3-1, I apologize, is our score here. Carthage is ahead 3-1 on the back of 2 first half goals, one from Katie Talons, one from Kenzie Zocher, who's just gone off injured, and the third goal by Jess Beamer. And we're back underway. Not 100% sure who the substitution was there. We'll try to get that for you. I think Katie Talons came back on, in fact. She's now on this left-hand side. Olivia Crane in the middle and Jess Bamer on the right. There's a foul. Jess Beamer, sorry, I'm going to get that one. We finally pick up that ball and get it all the way back. It had gone far upfield, and now they're ready for that free kick. Comes all the way across. Sarah Fitzgibbon. She goes back. It comes back to Sarah. She goes centrally. Leah Martin back to Sarah Fitzgibbon. Katie Talons, but she was a little bit wide there, and it did end up just drifting a couple of inches out of bounds. Jess Bamer picks it up there. Fitzgibbon, some nice defense. Yuvian Taveros now is onto it. She tries to find Jess Beamer. She eventually gets it. Olivia Crane. Here we go to Fitzgibbon. She goes long. Katie Talons with a little run down the left-hand side here. She will get to that ball. She crosses it, and it's cut out there by the Greenville defender, but only goes as far as Yuvian Taveros, who gets it back. Jenny Garcia now has it. She crosses it to Jess Beamer, who tries to turn her body and redirect that back into the box, but it just eluded her a touch there. And we're coming right up on 15 minutes to play, the final 15 minutes of the game this afternoon. Carthage will be looking to hold on to this 2-goal lead.
Because the Firebirds scored 3 goals, all fans will receive a voucher for free cheese curds from Culver's.
And the announcement just came across that the 3 goals scored means free cheese curds for all the Carthage fans at Culver, so they'll be happy about that. Sarah Fitzgibbon turns it nicely there. She takes a shot. It bounces up there. Olivia Crane was lurking, but not able to pick that ball up. It was secured by keeper Carly Wagner. Fancy footwork there from Greenville. They have not threatened too much here, other than that one long distance shot. Here's another one, and another goal. Real long distance again, catches out the Carthage keeper, who might have just been a little bit too far out of goal. So Stallworth gives up a second goal on the afternoon. Another long distance effort from Greenville. Both of their efforts, both of their goals in this game have been from distance. So with 14 minutes and 28 seconds left, 3-2 is the score. Carthage will look for another goal here to So the goal scorer for Greenville again was Jen De Leon. She's got both of their goals here this afternoon. Their leading scorer on the season. She had 2 goals coming into today, another 2 goals today, and so she's got 4 on the young season. And Carthage finds himself again up just a single goal. Despite having not given up much on the defensive end, both of those efforts from at least 25 yards, maybe 30. Both kind of similarly going long and over the head of Ainsley Stallworth in the goal. Sure, she'll be alert to something like that happening a third time. Greenville picks up possession one more time in midfield. Goes all the way through, a nice ball through there, but there was an offside on the play. It was a little bit dangerous there. Carthage living dangerously at the back. But in the end, the player being open was really the result of offside rather than any mistake on Carthage's part. But they'll need to be alert to that cross-field pass. Carthage trying to get some action going forward here, but mostly playing defense at the moment. Far down that side, much too far for the attacker from Greenville, and that'll be a goal kick for Carthage, who makes another substitution. I believe that's number 16, Kate Sumner, who's come back in. It is Sumner. There she is on the ball now. And again, she goes out to Jess Beamer, but can't quite corral it there on the far side. And it'll be a throw in for Greenville. Lisa Traxel playing defense back there and being harried but fouled. Referee having a conversation there. And now restarting play. Just wanted to have a talk. No card shown. No card so far for Carthage this season, or this game, I should say. It's Katie Talons on the near side. Sarah Fitzgibbon makes a run beyond her, but Katie isn't quite able to find her. Does go all the way through. Greenville has it in the middle. They try another one of those long shots, but this one is easily corralled by Ainsley Stallworth. You can see their thought process there, trying to find that long-range goal for a third time. Came through there a little hot. Fans not too happy about that one. Stallworth boots it upfield. Kate Sumner controls it, but not able to find Jess Beamer. It hit the referee. Be a stoppage in play. And that ball goes to Greenville. A drop ball. We're under 10 minutes now, 9:55 to go. Long range shot again. This one is into the arms of Stallworth. Handles that okay. You can see Greenville's really trying to utilize that long range shot. It's been successful for them a couple times today already. Here's Jenny Garcia in the midfield. She finds Katie Talons trying to turn it. Greenville does pick it up there though. Comes all the way through to Fitzgibbon, who plays it into midfield. Leah Martin. Jenny Garcia tries to go wide. It is intercepted. Jenny Garcia trying to go up this left-hand side. Looks like she signaled to the bench for a substitution. She's getting tired, looks like. And looks like Coach Wilson is readying a substitution over there. Some of the Carthage players who played a lot of minutes here looking a little bit gassed. It is a long day, and it's a pretty warm one as well. It's a beautiful day. It is a little bit warm for soccer. Greenville. Jenny Garcia fighting for that ball in there. She gets it. No foul. And they clear it out. 8 minutes to play. Carthage holding on to that 1-goal lead, 3-2. Ref plays advantage, but there's a foul. So that will be a free kick. The foul called, I think, on Stephanie Mitchell, perhaps. Trying to make that defensive play. And Greenville will have a free kick. They are 35 yards out, so it's quite a long distance. Carthage sets up a wall. A lot of the Greenville players have gathered on the edge of the box. Long shot over the goal. Carthage holding its breath there collectively a bit, as they have scored several of those long-range goals today. A couple of substitutions. Jess Beamer has gone off, and Jenny Garcia has gone off. And I believe Bella Sanchez Flores has come on again in the midfield. There she is, playing some defense. I'm not sure who's on that far side. It might be, haven't been able to pick up a number yet. The long-range shot, and again over the net. It's getting to be a theme, though, isn't it? Shots from 20 to 30 yards out. Seem to be trying to capitalize on one more of those, trying to get that equalizer. But so far, Ainsley Stallworth has been up to the task. Six minutes now to play. Yuvian Taveros in midfield, turns it nicely. She goes out to Lisa Traxel. Makes a nice play there. Goes all the way up. Jess Beamer can give chase to that ball. But comes back. Oh. The keeper cleared it there, but it sort of took a strange spin and got back into play there. Greenville picks it up on the far side. Not giving them room to shoot there. Here Greenville comes again. They go wide. Trying to work it into the box, trying to play it down to the byline there, but it does go too far out of bounds. That'll be a goal kick for Carthage with under 5 minutes to play now, just under 5 minutes. Carthage will be trying to hold on here for these last 5 minutes. Get a little bit of possession maybe. Try to keep it out of their own danger zone. And try to wrap this one up to get their first win of the season and their first home game. Carthage tries to go long over the top. It's cleared there by the Greenville keeper. Plays it upfield. Carthage now controls it. Trying to go upfield again. But it's controlled by Greenville. Good hustle on that side. I think that is Zyra Solis. Katie Talons plays it back to Sarah Fitzgibbon, who knocks it up the line there. Katie Talons giving chase. Little struggle to control it back there for Greenville. But they do eventually. Try to go centrally. Stephanie Mitchell there on defense. Greenville crosses it. There's a collision there, and that's a foul on Greenville, so that'll be a free kick to Carthage. Lucky thing. It's kind of a 50-50 ball there, but Carthage was judged to have been there just a little bit before the Greenville player and wins a free kick in their own zone. Just over 3 minutes to play now, 3 minutes, 15 seconds. Carthage will go long here, try to play it a bit in Greenville's end, but a little bit less nerve-wracking down there. Greenville plays it upfield, and it does harmlessly go all the way downfield to Ainsley Stallworth. Bounces around a bit in midfield. Coming through and picked up by Ainsley Stallworth again. Just in front of the rushing Carthage Greenville attacker. Trying to go long here. Is kept in the zone. Over 2 minutes to play. Stallworth watches it go over that end line and will happily take her time coming back and getting that ball back into play. The ref is watching closely to make sure there's no time wasting there. Under 2 minutes to play now with this running time. And Stallworth will go deep downfield again. Bella Sanchez Flores. Just Beamer, sorry. I am going to get that eventually. Greenville picks it up. Minute and a half to go now. Greenville has it in the box. A shot and a goal! A very late equalizer here for Greenville. Just 1 minute and 15 seconds left on the clock. Carthage gives up possession in their own box and suffers a late equalizer. Just 1 minute and 15 seconds to go, and we are at a 3-3 draw. New rule in Carthage or in college soccer this year, draws, they're not playing overtime. So this one, if no one scores in the remaining minute and 15, will go in the books as a draw. So Carthage, I'm sure disappointed had the lead really the whole game until this last few minutes, giving up 3 goals in the second half, 2 of them from long range and 1 of them in the last minute, so that's unfortunate. Carthage scrambling over there, trying to get one more chance, but we're under a minute to play now. They might be able to fashion one more chance here. They do have a throw in on that far side. Greenville picks it up though, knocks it out of bounds. We're under 30 seconds now. Trying to get that ball in, but not having much luck. So we're into the final 10 seconds here. One last shot. It does go to the keeper, so a good effort there at the end. So a bit of a disappointing draw here for the Carthage Firebirds today in their first home game. 3-3 the final score. That makes Carthage 0-1-3. 3 draws on the young season, 3 out of 4 games. Greenville will go to 1-2-1. Next game for Carthage will be a home game against UW Stevens Point. The Pointers will be here Wednesday night at 7 o'clock. Tune in right here for that live stream, and we'll be back for more Carthage Firebirds women's soccer. From Art Keller Field, I'm John Bruning, and we'll see you back here on Wednesday night.